In the vast tapestry of spiritual history, there exist figures who transcend simple definition, mystery, wisdom, divine purpose. One such presence is Hazrat Kizer, a name that echoes with reverence and curiosity throughout the Islamic world. Known in Arabic as Al-Qidr, which translates to the Green One, he is a guide, a teacher, and a servant of God, whose narrative challenges our understanding of knowledge and reality. His story is not just a tale from antiquity, it is a living lesson that speaks to the seeker in every one of us, a reminder that the world holds truths far deeper than what our eyes can perceive. He is often depicted as a venerable figure, cloaked in green, life, nature, and the flourishing of spiritual knowledge in the most barren of places. The allure of Kizer lies in his enigmatic nature and the extraordinary accounts of his long life, with some traditions suggesting he is immortal. The most definitive and widely known account of Hazrat Kizer is found within the Holy Quran, in the chapter titled Surah Al-Kahf, the Cave. This powerful narrative details the journey of the great prophet Moses, Musa a.s., a man who spoke directly to God, as he seeks out a figure said to possess a knowledge he does not. Driven by a divine command and a humble desire to learn, Moses embarks on a quest with his young companion. They travel to the confluence of the two seas, where two great bodies of water meet. The place is both literal and metaphorical, the meeting point of two types of knowledge: the exoteric, law-based knowledge of Moses, the esoteric, hidden wisdom of Kizer. At the spot, a curious incident occurs. A lost fish springs back to life and swims away. After that, Moses finds the one he seeks. The Quran describes him as one of our servants, on whom we had bestowed mercy from ourselves, and whom we had taught knowledge from our own presence. Islamic tradition identifies this servant as Kizer. Their initial exchange is full of humility and warning. Moses asks, "May I follow you so that you teach me something of the truth which you have been taught?" Kizer replies cautiously, "Verily, you will not be able to have patience with me. And how can you have patience for that which your knowledge does not encompass?" As their journey commences, it is not long before Moses' promise of patience is put to its first severe test. The two men board a small boat belonging to poor fishermen who graciously give them passage without charge. To Moses' astonishment, Kizer deliberately scuttles the vessel by boring a hole in its hull. "Have you scuttled it in order to drown its people? Truly you have done a grievous thing. Did I not say that you would not be able to have patience with me?" Soon they encounter a young boy playing. In a shocking act, Kizer takes the boy's life. "Have you killed an innocent person who had killed none? Truly you have done a terrible thing." They arrive at a town that refuses them food and shelter. Kizer repairs a collapsing wall without asking for payment. "If you had wished, you could have taken a payment for it." Kizer declares their journey must end. Moses has failed to keep his promise of silence. Before parting, Kizer unveils the hidden wisdom. The boat belonged to poor fishermen, and a tyrant was seizing every sound vessel. By slightly damaging it, he saved it for its owners. The boy was destined to bring grief and rebellion to righteous parents. God intended a better, more pious child. The wall concealed a treasure for two orphans. Rebuilding it protected their trust until they came of age. Apparent harm was, in reality, divine mercy and preservation. Beyond the foundational story with Prophet Moses, the figure of Kizer expands across Islamic folklore into the archetypal eternal wanderer and helper of the lost. Tales span from the shores of North Africa to the mountains of Central Asia, depicting a mysterious stranger who appears at moments of dire need. A sailor in a storm sees a green light. A wanderer is led to a spring. A scholar receives sudden insight. In every case, the intervention is attributed to Kizer, a discreet agent of God's providence. Within the rich and introspective world of Sufism, the mystical dimension of Islam, Hazrat Kizer holds a particularly exalted and cherished position. He is seen as a living, accessible spiritual guide on the inner path to knowing God. For the Sufi, Kizer is master of esoteric sciences, initiating seekers into mysteries beyond rational intellect. He bridges the seen and unseen, guiding the murid through the valleys of the ego into divine presence. Ibn Arabi, Rumi, Abdul Qadir Jilani, all said to have received guidance or khirka from Kizer. He can elevate a seeker's consciousness and open their heart to divine realities. His greenness symbolizes the ever-living heart in remembrance. As he makes dry earth turn green, his guidance revitalizes a hardened heart. He embodies Ab-e-Hayat, the water of life, granting spiritual immortality. Finding Kizer is finding the inner spring that ends spiritual drought. The seeker must become like Moses, humble, eager to learn, prepared for tests. Kizer appears to those who have emptied their cup. His guidance is a subtle whisper, a fleeting insight, a quiet synchronicity perceived by a polished heart. Well, this is, a deep and tender strand of the tradition. The legends surrounding Hazrat Kizer's longevity, many asserting he is immortal, are central to his enduring appeal. Unending life becomes a metaphor for the timelessness of divine wisdom and mercy. Walking through ages, he represents the unbroken chain of esoteric knowledge from the divine source, a constant presence in a transient world, a living repository of lessons. While prophets bring scriptures preserved by communities, Kizer embodies living guidance adapted to individuals and eras. Master of the depths, confluence of seas, walking on water, guiding ships through storms. The green one, the water of life. The story of Hazrat Kizer is a profound, multi-layered allegory for the human condition and our relationship with the divine. Its lessons, especially from his journey with Prophet Moses, remain timeless. They offer guidance for navigating our lives. Most fundamental is saber, patience, in the face of the unknown. What appears a calamity may, in truth, be divine mercy and protection. Trust that higher wisdom is at play, even amid confusion. Another lesson, humility in seeking knowledge. Even a great prophet can still be a student. There are dimensions of reality beyond our grasp. True wisdom begins with acknowledging limits and learning from unexpected sources. Look beyond credentials. A humble stranger may be a profound teacher. Behind the damaged boat, the slain youth, and the repaired wall lay a logic of compassion. Practice proactive faith. Seek the wisdom within hardship. Transform victims of circumstance into students of divine wisdom. Ultimately, Kizer's legacy is hope, service, and quiet trust. He embodies selfless action without seeking recognition. Small, unseen acts can ripple into far-reaching good. Be patient with God's plan, humble in learning, compassionate in action, and keep your heart open to a world more merciful and intricate than we can see. Yeah, well, that's the lasting echo of his journey.